Hi, and welcome to this week's edition of Dispatches from Shedquarters. I'm Mike Lutz.
I'm Jason.
And how's everybody doing this week? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing real good.
A long time no see, really?
Yeah. It's been what? 18 hours?
Maybe.
18, something like that. I don't know.
Well, I know I kicked you guys out of here at about 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I haven't seen 1:30 in the morning in a long time. And
Are you feeling it?
I'm feeling. Well, he said I felt it all day. I'm just kind of like, why am I so tired? Oh, that's why.
Yeah, that's the way I kind of been feeling today, but I got nothing going on. So.
No, me neither. I kind of laid down for like a 10-minute nap here and there, but it was nothing. I've done it before.
And there wasn't even alcohol involved.
No. Oddly enough, that's probably why I feel so bad. I would like it was. If I'm this tired, I should have had a whole bunch of beer or whiskey or something, right?
I did have my flask and stuff, but just didn't bother bringing it out.
Yeah, I had stuff here too. I've got some whiskey upstairs, and I think a little bit of vodka lying around someplace. No, it wasn't one of those nights. No, and what we're talking about, since we've decided to jump everybody into the middle of the conversation here, Jay and Brent Moore came over yesterday from the day that we're recording this. I think it was Saturday. Saturday he came over, and we just had a game night. It was me and Jason and Brent and my son Parker, who just sitting around the table playing games.
Yep.
Not board games.
Various card games.
Yeah.
Not quite board gamey, but tabletop games.
Yeah. It was a good night. A fun night. And so we haven't had a gaming night like that.
This epic Spell Wars of the Battle Wizards. I really like that game.
That's a fun game.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah. You said I like the fact that you got crushed during all 4 games.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. But I think you said it best yourself. Like, that game can turn on you in a heartbeat.
Yeah, because I was riding high at first.
Yeah.
And then poof, I'm gone.
Yep. It just, if you get targeted wrong, and you are done.
Yeah. Well, I told you the story last night about the one night we were playing Lunch Money with there was like 6 or 7 of us playing, and Brent was unlucky enough. He was going to be the last one to get his first chance. And the first person who started off targeted Brent. Brent had no defense. Well, everybody knew that, so it was just dogpile on Brent. By the 3rd or 4th person in, Brent was already dead. And there's an improvised weapon card, and we were using Brent's lifeless body as a weapon.
Now, Lunch Money is a collectible card game, or
just a card game.
Just a card game, and basically you're like bullies beating each other up.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's fantastic.
And the more descriptive, the more fun. Kind of like Gloom, where you're telling the
What
stories.
did you think of Gloom?
I like Gloom a lot because I am a writer of sorts. And so
wordsmith exactly is what you said from last week's episode. Wordsmith.
Okay.
Those words were smithed on this show.
All right. Well, yeah, that's where Gloom I really enjoyed Gloom for that, being able to make up those little stories and whatnot.
Yeah.
A lot of that's a fun game.
Yeah.
But you can tell like Brent struggled a bit with it because that's not his wheelhouse, right?
Yeah. So. Yeah. That's adding the story is it's not necessary, but it's a fun aspect of that game that you
just
can
say, oh, this one was eaten by bats. Oh, this one was fell down a well. It's boring.
Yeah. Okay.
Add to it.
Add the flavor. When I played that game with some friends of mine when I first got it, they ran into the same problem. They're going like, I'm telling a story with the cards, and they're just like, he got burned. And they just didn't grasp the creative storytelling aspect of that game.
Gloom lends itself. That would be a fun podcast.
Yes,
just record the stories as people. That would make for a fun podcast.
All right, well, that's going in the book.
That's going in the book. Is this like the equivalent to like Jericho's List, Mike's book?
Mike's book. No, this is just one of my dozens of journals that I have in this house that there's maybe like, if I find each of the journals, there's like a stack of them someplace. Maybe the first dozen pages have something written on them, and then it's been put away or moved and forgotten. And then I'll go to like Staples or something like that one. Ooh, I need a new journal. And like when I go there to get my whatever that I'm going to be getting, I end up getting like pens. I'm addicted to stationery. It's the weird.
Oh, there's worse things.
Well, okay. It could. It's not heroin. So like, it is one of those things where I try to avoid going into like Staples or like an Office Max or even like some of Kohl's or Chapters bookstores has a stationery section. And I inevitably wander over there and I'm going like, this looks like a nice journal.
I honestly would not have expected that. Like, this sounds so bizarre to me.
Yeah.
I would not have expected you to be drawn to that sort of thing.
I don't get it. I really don't. I don't understand why I'm drawn to journals.
Well,
and like
you have written stuff, you do write stuff, so I guess it makes sense in that respect.
It does, but not to the point where it's obsession.
And when you have unused journals, or like 1/10 of the pages are used, that kind of yeah. But I'm like that with there's a few things, particularly with certain grocery aspects, certain grocery items.
Like you have to have this thing.
We think we're out of something because we didn't check before we left the house. So we buy it, and then we come home and we already got 3 cans.
Okay, that makes sense.
That sort of thing happens.
I know that feeling. But see, I know
I'm swimming in pizza sauce right now. Okay, we've got at least 5 or 6 cans of pizza sauce, and we don't make pizzas that often.
You should. I wholly suggest for a Whiskey Wednesday movie night at your place, you make those Panzerottis again.
That's on my.
Those require pizza sauce.
Yes. So. Well, no. Because you don't put sauce inside them.
No, but you put sauce on
That's
them.
just a regular pasta sauce with some extra stuff and, flourish and whatnot.
But
I will tell you, I already have 2 meals in my head for Winter Whiskey Wednesdays.
Winter Whiskey Wednesdays.
Yes. Or Whiskey Wednesday Winter Edition.
No.
Winter Whiskey Wednesdays?
Winter Whiskey Wednesday movie night.
We're making it more of a tongue twister.
We need shirts.
The other...
We got to get shirts made. Just like Northcutt has his shirt.
Who?
Neville.
Oh.
NASDAQ.
Okay.
Ned.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh my!
Yes,
goodness.
He's got his.
You're
shirt.
the one who's
I know. But I did
one of those things.
You can't just throw a random name out there.
Why not? Everybody throws a random.
I don't
name
think that name was on there yet.
No, not yet, because I didn't get my chance with a pen.
So
El Padre was Bogart in the pen.
Yep.
So I had one. I said I got one stored in the wheelhouse.
Yeah, I'm still working on my next one.
Yeah.
I got time.
Yeah, you got time.
But the other meal I have in mind, chili.
Oh, yeah.
But well, my wife's a baker.
Okay.
Bread bowls.
Hell yeah.
We've already looked up the recipe. We know the technique. We're going to experiment a couple times, but I want to do chili and bread bowls for Whiskey Wednesday at some point.
Yep, I endorse this thought process for your.
I didn't think it would. I didn't think there'd be a problem.
No, not at all. It's a great idea, and this is some of the things that you need to be continuing to think about, because I love eating that food that's over at your house, especially now that we've added an extra W to the. It's just
we might want to take that to committee. Make sure it passes approval.
Okay.
There are 3 other members, so
I'll run it up the flagpole, see who salutes.
Okay,
but I really think that will.
Do we need to start a separate group now?
No. We'll just get like pictures of Ned Stark on a T-shirt, and it's like WWWMD is coming, and then we're just going like, what does that mean? I was like,
Yeah,
you don't need to
especially
know.
since I think the other three probably don't watch. They probably didn't watch the show. I'd be surprised. Tobin, I can almost guarantee
El
didn't.
Padre did not watch it. I do know for a fact Milena watched it
But did Jeff?
by proxy,
Ah,
osmosis.
okay.
So
Kind of like how Crystal got into Walking Dead with me.
Yes.
I was watching the first couple seasons, and she just kind of got sucked in because she was in the room at the time.
I firmly believe that. So
Okay.
Milena was watching the show, and then she gave detailed notes to Jeff the next day, whether he liked it or not. And he's now fully steeped in the Game of Thrones lore, whether he likes it or not.
Now, I didn't get a chance to talk about this elsewhere, so I'm going to bring it up here. The Emmys.
Okay.
Okay, I know this isn't the right podcast for that kind of talk, but we do get into it. Yeah. But it's been bugging me, and I haven't really had anyone to vent to.
Okay.
So, did you hear about the big winners at the Emmys and so on?
What's the Emmys?
The Emmy Awards, the Primetime Emmy Awards, the TV shows.
Oh, you think I watch TV?
Oh, I'm sure you heard.
Okay, I've heard of.
Okay, well,
I got a cousin we call Emmy.
no.
No?
Game of Thrones won.
Oh, of course it did.
For Best Drama. For that abomination of a final season, they won a fucking Emmy.
Are you guys really? You're hung up on that. It was.
I fully endorse Dinklage winning his supporting actor award. He fully deserved it. He's amazing in that role.
Okay. Now, Dinklage is supporting actor to who?
I believe they consider Daenerys and Jon Snow to be the leads. Maybe Cersei in there as well.
That's wrong.
There is no lead character to that show.
No.
So I want to agree with you, but by their standards, I believe he's always listed as supporting actor.
Okay, maybe I'm getting nitpicky about that, but I really think Dinklage came across as the strongest.
He's definitely the strongest character of that entire show.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
hence why is he the only one that was ever really nominated?
I would have to rely on your knowledge about this because
he's the only
remember I asked you what the Emmys were.
I'm pretty sure he's the only one who's won. He might be the only one from the show who was ever nominated, but I could be wrong on that.
That sounds. The Mountain's not going to get a nod.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't.
So yeah, that just
really.
I don't think they do that one at the Emmys. That's more of like an MTV Awards. Yeah.
Is MTV still a thing?
It's still a network. For music television, they don't show any music videos.
No, that's YouTube.
It's still, but it is still a network. It's still out there.
All right.
Jersey Shore just came back, I guess, with a family vacation or something. I don't know. Sky watches it. I shake my head and wonder where I went wrong.
I tortured friends of mine years and years and years ago. We went to a conference in Michigan someplace, and the night before we got really drunk. So the morning, the next day, we were all hungover. They were in their bedroom. This was like kind of a suite, so I had a fold-out bed. So I'm watching TV in the living room, and I'm watching Jersey Shore. And all I hear out of the bedroom is, "Shut that fucking shit off."
And you just turn the volume up louder?
I just turned it up, yep. So then I found, was it between Jersey Shore and like boar hunting live?
There used to be that pig.
Yeah.
On A&E. I think I watched an episode or two.
Yeah. So
because there was like the hot daughter of the family. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. And like I said, we were all pretty much dead, and none of us could move to get up to kick my ass for watching these stupid TV shows. So
should have just left it through the remote out the window.
Sealed windows.
Because they don't know. But damn it.
I know. So prevent people from jumping.
Just hide the remote then.
Yeah. Maybe next time.
Next time. Keep that in your back, but you stick it. Because no one knows how to operate a TV manually.
No. It's one of those things like a rotary phone.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever see that video of the two 17-year-old boys trying to figure out how to work a rotary phone? It blew up on YouTube a couple months ago.
Okay, I got to find that one because that sounds fantastic.
Now, the other interesting thing from the Emmys, though, which makes it just so hilarious, Kim Kardashian and Kendall Jenner came out.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I think I heard about this.
Probably. It was big news.
I was listening to a Who was I listening to? I think it was on Rogan's podcast. I can't remember who he was talking to.
Well, it made the rounds big time.
But yeah, they played that clip, and I'm just like, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so go on with your story.
So Kim Kardashian and Kendall Jenner are out there to give out the award for Outstanding Competition Reality Show.
Which is an oxymoron.
They come out and they say, we're here to give out this award because...
I was wrong. Those are two morons on the stage.
That was, yes.
Okay.
And the crowd would agree with you. So they say something along the lines of, it's fitting for us to be giving this award because, our family knows better than anyone how, what it's like to be a real family doing real things unscripted on television. And they're saying it with a straight face, and the crowd laughed so hard, and you can visibly see them getting pissed that they're getting laughed at.
Good.
Because they actually think that's true. They believe their own fucking hype.
That's fucking crazy.
There is not a single thing real about any member of that fucking family.
No.
At all.
No. The entirety of that house is scripted from the time they get up to the time they go to bed. And even in their sleep, I'm thinking that's staged.
But even if there's no cameras around, they're not fucking real. They're always on.
Oh, no. They're Muppets. The entire family's Muppets.
So for them to think they could even use the word real.
No, that's not,
just wow.
What's that? What that from Dodgeball? That's an awfully bold strategy, Cotton. It's just like that's not going to endear you to.
Yeah. Now I haven't heard if they've ever made any statements coming off of it. That I hadn't heard.
Well, they're probably trying to figure out why is everybody mad at us.
They're not mad. They were laughing at them.
They think everybody's...
Why does everybody think we're a joke? Because you are.
Because you are a joke. Yeah, you said 100% you are a joke.
Yep.
So, wow.
Yeah. Those are the two things from the Emmys that really caught my interest.
And then I
had to share.
Then you wonder why I stopped watching TV. Really? Really? You wonder why, huh?
No, I don't wonder why. I get it.
But I'm kind of being a hypocrite here. I just finished watching season 4 of Lucifer on Netflix. That was so good.
And they're getting one more.
We're getting
one more to wrap it up.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Good. Because, like I said, the way it ended, I just I don't want it to end like this.
No, I know.
There has to be some resolution. Mm-hmm. And
when a show ends without any sort of closure, you can leave it hanging where they're going to be going off. Like Killjoys just finished, and it ended like their current storyline. Yeah, there's still more work to be done, and they're going to do their thing. But it ended at a logical point for the main story. We got closure of a lot of points.
I would argue that season 4 did end in a logical way.
Yeah, but
it tied up a lot of plot points. Yeah. Especially with the baby and Maze and Eve and where Lucifer going back and Detective Decker figuring her stuff out.
Yeah.
That the way they ended that tells me they didn't know they were getting a 5.
That's quite possible.
So I think, and the way they ended it with Lucifer sitting on his throne and that slow pullback.
Great visual.
It's great, and that tells me I got the feeling that this is done. He is where he was supposed to be. His vacation, his 4-year vacation is over. Fun time's done. Got to go to work now. So that made me feel like this series is done.
Well, as I understand it, we're getting one more. So
I'm okay with that.
Because the main closure, you want that Hollywood ending. Well, some people do. You know, Decker and Lucifer. Like,
yeah,
we do
but that okay. But that relationship is really fucking doomed from the inception. So, and you said not knowing what Decker is, or do we? Or
well, it's been revealed.
Oh, okay. I probably forgot.
It was revealed second season as to what she is, why she has the effect on Lucifer that she does.
Okay,
that was revealed, I believe, in second season.
Yeah, I can't remember. You know,
and I think it was Gabriel, because Gabriel was a part of that.
Yeah, a lot of contact sports, closed head injuries. I don't, you know how it's like. Yeah,
I get it.
Okay, but I really enjoyed that series. It surprised the hell out of me when it first came out, and I was like, "How is this even allowed to be on TV?" Mm-hmm. And when it got on Netflix, they got to ramp up the sexiness of it, the violence of it.
The episode where they go to the nudist colony.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is the forensic scientist.
Oh God,
she's. I think she was more naked before Lucifer was.
She was raring to go. Can I go?
Yeah, that was good. I like that. Was a really good episode.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing her in other things. I don't know if I've seen her in anything else, so I liked her a lot. I'd like to see how she does with other characters, though.
Yes. Yeah. The actor that played Eve, Imbar Lavi.
Yeah.
Maybe. Hot.
Oh, yeah.
Just smoking hot. And just.
Well, pretty much everyone on that show.
Yeah, but it was when they introduced Eve and when she was dancing in the night that Lux. And I'm just like, whoa. Mm-hmm. They done her up right. So.
Yeah, she's very similar in her look, like Natalie Dormer from Game of Thrones, because they got the doughy eyiness down pat.
I see what you're getting at,
like the big eyes, and they can be all sweet and innocent, but you just know that.
Yeah, but I Natalie Dormer's on my list. So
Natalie Dormer's on a lot of lists.
I think Natalie Dormer's on a lot of lists. That only stands to reason right there. But she had the perfect mix of deviousness and innocence and just playfulness,
which is Eve.
Yeah,
like Eve has all that.
Yeah,
now that's perfect for that character.
Absolutely.
So she played it well.
Yep. I like the interactions between Eve and Maze when Eve was talking about. She goes, I'm a second wife and this, that, and the other thing, and she's running down Lilith, and Maze goes, Lilith is my mom, and just like, oh, Maze is pissed. It was little things that they throw in there about the mythology. It's just like, oh yeah, look at that. So it's whoever wrote it, Bruckheimer was the exec producer.
Yeah, but it's a comic book. It's a DC. What do they call that?
Vertigo.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm not sure who wrote it. I was going to say Garth Ennis, but I know that's not right.
No, I believe it is Gaiman.
Really?
Hold on.
To the interwebs.
To the interwebs. See ya. All right. Go on. Talk for a second.
I'm watching. Preacher is just ending. Series finale airs tonight. So I am so anxious for that. Now, Preacher is so weird, bizarre, and unpredictable. With me being unfamiliar with the comics at all, other than I knew who the main characters were and what was going on with them. Like I knew about the voice and I knew about Cassidy the vampire and so on.
Yes.
But knowing nothing else about it, this show totally took me by surprise. It's one hell of a roller coaster ride. And when I say unpredictable, it's probably one of the most unpredictable shows. Short of Rick and Morty, because you just have no idea where things are going.
Yeah. Google says, who wrote the Lucifer comic? We got Neil Gaiman, Mike Carey, Sam Keith, and Mike Dringenberg.
Okay.
So
Gaiman was involved.
Gaiman was involved.
Okay.
So there we go.
Very cool.
Yep.
Gaiman is a master.
Oh, yeah.
He's created so many great stuff.
You are a wordsmith. He is like a platinum smith. So you do good. You're not Gaiman good.
He's a god.
Oh, yes,
wordsmiths.
Yes, he is. I totally agree with that. Yeah, so Preacher, I did get into it watching it on Prime as well.
Okay.
And I think I got up to middle of season 3. And it kind of started to slow down with the release of the episodes for it.
Okay.
So I think I started to rewatch some of the ones. I went, oh, okay, I'm going to wait. And then I'm going to be able to get the full episode, like the full season and binge it. Yeah. And I'm with you. I really dig that series. I never read the comic books, but I was aware of the comic. And it was just one of those things like, oh, yeah. This is intriguing. When I heard that they were going to put it out on TV, I went, I'm going to. The
comic, Preacher, the comic stands out to me because I was collecting comics when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I was a little too, it's a number one, I got to grab it kind of in my mindset. Preacher was the comic that started me. I held number one in my hand, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it. Yeah. And then it became the hot commodity of its day. Yeah. I had Preacher number one in my hand, and I
let it go.
I walked away. Yeah.
Ouch.
But goddamn, I love that show, and it's always sad when a show ends.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure we're going to have closure with this one. So
yeah.
Given where it's going and what's happening, if there's not, they're going to have a lot of people pissed off.
Yeah, the fanboys are going to riot.
Oh, you have no idea, dude. When you get caught up, you'll know.
Yeah.
And
all right.
Holy crap.
Yeah, all right.
I got somebody else hooked on it now. So.
Oh, you're a pusher now, are you?
Yeah. Because they wanted to see. What show did I introduce them to? The Boys.
Yes.
And they love The Boys.
Yep.
And Good Omens.
I haven't watched that one yet.
Good Omens, so much fun.
Okay.
So much fun. Now, that's a limited series. It's done. Like, there's no more to that.
Oh, okay. So it was... yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But some awesome stuff. Really, really fun and really weird and bizarre.
Yeah.
So they liked all that, and they're like, so what else can you recommend? And I said, Preacher.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. That's a good one.
So they started watching it less than a week ago. They're not quite done the first season, but they watched like 3 or 4 episodes the first night. She went to bed because she had to work the next day. The husband stayed up, watched 3 more episodes, and now he's like, "Are you caught up yet? Can we watch more?" So, she was over last night briefly, or no, today. Today we saw her, and she told us that. And I'm like, all right, you like it? Okay.
Too bad I'm not getting any money off of this.
No.
All right.
Yeah, where's my endorsement deals? Or what? Referral program.
No, royalty.
Royalties?
Not royalties.
Royalties if I made it. No, this is a referral program.
Okay, this is a referral bonus.
Yeah, referral bonus.
Okay, yeah. This is going back to your day job information.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. It's been several shows now where I had asked on the Facebook group and page. You can go to facebook.com, Dispatches from Shedquarters, and I put out a question. I go, give us a discussion topic that you would like for us to talk about. And Dylan Ulrich goes, do a talk about morals and morality. I went, okay.
You're going to have to lead this?
Yeah.
So I don't even know where to start.
I have notes.
Oh, you have notes?
I have notes.
Wow.
See? Journal,
You're
notes.
freaking prepared.
I know. This is I
got to step my game up, damn it.
Professionalism.
Yes.
No.
Hey.
All right. So a Google definition of morals. A person's standards of belief or behavior concerning what is or is not acceptable for them to do. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, they said I did a couple other quick little searches there. I go, okay, here's something that it was a parenting website And they suggested 10 morals to teach children. So, respect.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Family.
Yes.
Adaptability and compromising.
Yes.
Okay, you hesitate.
Yes, because their adaptability is fine. Yes, you do need to be adaptable. But what was the other word? Sorry, I'm trying.
Compromising.
Compromising. It's fine to compromise when it's necessary, but
to a point.
To a point. Because there are, if you compromise on certain things, especially with people who don't have the same moral values,
yes,
they take advantage of that, and now you're compromising too much.
Yes,
so that can be a slippery slope.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to quickly finish this list off.
Yep.
A helping mentality.
Absolutely.
Respecting religions.
Yes. Don't
Justice.
have to agree. You just have to, but you have to respect them.
Yes. Justice.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Never hurt anyone.
Yes.
Theft.
Yes.
And love of education.
Yes. Should always strive to better yourself.
Yes. That now the morals that we live by every day. I think I can't remember where I saw it, but one of the things is they talked about morals and who you are. Who you really are is who you are in the dark. Mm-hmm. When nobody else is watching you, your morals will dictate what you do. Mm-hmm. Now, when morals are in play, when other people's morals don't match yours, how does that affect the way you deal with them?
That varies from situation to situation, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's where the adaptability comes in.
Yes.
Okay, and a little bit of compromise. Again, but you got to be careful.
But where do you draw the line on compromising?
That's when it's getting into hurting people or theft or damage. So, when you're crossing those lines.
Yeah.
That's what you got to watch out for.
Okay.
Okay, especially in those. Now, of course, with any of this, there's always going to be those exceptions to the rule, in circumstances. Every circumstance is different.
Yeah.
Okay. I pride myself on how our kids have turned out.
Yes.
Okay. We did it right because when you look at, I've seen so many other kids that they grew up with, went to school with and whatnot, and there's so many of them that have taken a totally different path and not in a good way. They're into bad stuff. They do bad things. They don't have the respect. How many kids nowadays do you see that just blatantly disrespect their parents and elders?
Yeah, I think a lot of the disrespect has to do with lack of consequences. Mm-hmm. And you're not allowed to discipline your child. Corporal punishment has a place, but abuse does not have a place.
Absolutely.
So there's that slippery slope of when I was growing up with a kid, I fucked up around the house. I got whacked with a wooden spoon.
I just recently saw a T-shirt online. I'm a wooden spoon survivor.
I saw that one too, and I was like, yeah, that's
not in my home. My parents didn't do that, but they didn't really need to. I was a good kid for the most part.
Yeah.
So,
for the most part,
there's a few things they don't know about.
Sneaky.
Oh, nothing super horrible though. Let me just clarify that.
The statute of limitations run out.
Well, absolutely, but never anything illegal. Okay, in that respect.
Just immoral?
No, not even immoral. Just I would be spending the night at my friend's place who lived across the street kind of thing.
Yep.
And we might go out to the park at 1 o'clock in the morning.
That's
up until 4 in the morning, stuff like that.
Honesty.
But
that's very ambiguous in the morality world.
Who's it hurting?
You.
How did it hurt me?
Because it's your universal your karma.
Anyways,
Your karma adds up.
You're just trying to do the mic thing and twist it on me.
I am not.
Yeah, the grin on your face says otherwise.
But I'm just saying, you
Forget, we've been doing this a while. I'm starting to learn how to read you, man.
Yeah, so you promised your parents to do one thing, and you bald-faced lied to them.
You're right. I owe my parents
You
an apology
damaged
from
the relationship with your parents.
I owe my parents an apology
irreparably.
from when I was 10 years old.
You should probably call them and say,
You're right.
Mom, Dad,
All right.
I was a shithead.
You want me to call them right now?
Go right ahead.
Okay, I'm calling my parents right now.
Okay.
All right. Just give me a second, because I don't know how to work my damn phone anymore, apparently. Okay, do you want me to put them on speaker?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I turned your
That's my son.
Hello, Father. Just so you know, I'm recording a podcast right now with my buddy Mike. Okay. And we're having a discussion about morals and my childhood. And I owe you an apology, you and Mother.
Why?
From back, do you remember when I used to hang out with Dan? They lived across the street over on Wood Street. And I used to spend like the weekends over at his place.
Yeah, kinda, yeah.
Okay. Remember we had that magazine place across the street on Sandy? And he lived in the house right behind it. Well, just I owe you an apology because you thought I was over there and I was, was safe and all that. Well, there was a few times where we went out at like 1:30 in the morning to go to the park. And so because I lied to you way back then about that sort of thing, I owe you an apology. Mike wanted me to call you and give you an apology. So I am sorry, Father.
I think you're going to get grounded. And I mean for like 2 weeks.
Oh, man. All right. Fine.
Well, that's the only thing you wanted to know.
That was it.
What I tell your mother, she's going to ground you for another 2 weeks.
All right. That's fine. She can text me.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Love you, kid.
Bye, Pop. Great. Now I'm grounded. Thanks. God damn it. I can't go to London Comic Con now.
Give me your Funko Pop.
Hell no. I'm sure I'm going to hear about this.
Oh, that worked out better than I planned. Holy cow. Oh. Actually, no, I didn't plan that. That just came right off the cuff. And
Just going to your list.
Okay.
Just keep this going. The helping others thing. That's a big thing with Xander.
yeah,
He's
helping mentality.
Always been that way.
Okay.
At school and whatnot, he was always the last one out because he was helping the teacher clean up and do stuff like
he's
that.
an apple polishing.
Not exactly, but yes, I guess you could say that.
Not exactly, but yes. Okay, that is exactly what
yeah.
it is then.
Well, he did. He didn't really suck up any more than that, but he helped out.
Okay.
So and he's still like that to this day.
Apple polishers never die.
So hey, but I did it right. He ain't into drugs or anything like that. He doesn't.
No,
do bad,
he's
he
just
doesn't
into
do bad
theater.
Stuff. What?
Theater. That's like the gateway to like heroin dens and stuff like that.
No.
Yes,
He's got
coke
a good-
addictions.
He's got a good head on his shoulders. He'll be fine. He's good.
Except for the one thing.
What thing?
The thing that I'm not going to bring it out. because-
What? I don't know what thing you're talking about.
No, the hatred towards the beef and cattle industry.
Oh, jeez. Hey, that's his moral choice.
Okay, it's wrong, but
Is it?
absolutely.
Where's that whole? It's part of the respect. You got to respect other people's opinions.
It's not on the list. It says respect religion. And so
respect was the number one.
Is now veganism now considered a religion?
The way some people talk about it, you can almost say so.
Fuck. Luckily, I'm an immoral guy,
All hail the plant-based beef god.
Yeah, but there's that Beyond Meat or whatever, Beyond Beef or whatever they're calling it.
Beyond Meat.
Beyond Meat. It's failing big time because it was, I think it was Tim Hortons.
They
pulled it out.
Yes, but that's because Tim Hortons has no business selling burgers. They have no business selling burgers. I think.
Okay, but
I don't think it's
not
failing.
a burger. It's the exact same as a freaking croissant or bagel.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It was a burger.
No, it's a plant-based.
If you looked at their menu, it called it a burger.
But it's not anywhere even near meat.
It's not. You're right. It's a plant-based burger.
Right. So it's the exact same thing as a croissant or bagel or a Timbit.
No, it's not
Yes,
the
it
exact
is.
same thing.
Absolutely.
No.
Okay. What is a croissant made of?
Dough.
Right. What's dough made from? Grains,
Oh God.
which is a plant.
You're really stretching to oversimplify it.
I'm not wrong.
No, you're not wrong. You're right.
I am not
Okay.
wrong. So stick that in your vegan pipe and smoke
I'm
it.
not vegan. I know. I love
Xander.
bacon too much.
Xander. Now,
I'm a meat eater and always will be.
yeah, that's true too. Yeah, you wouldn't be allowed.
That's a mountain I will die on.
Yeah, this is a mountain of beef. But yeah, you would have been kicked out of the Whiskey Wednesday movie night.
Oh, I know.
Big time.
Yeah.
So-
I was pushing it with that bacon hummus all those like 2 years ago.
Yeah, you're lucky you had to put the bacon in it.
Yep.
So
Well,
there
in
was-
total, 3 pounds of bacon. a lot of bacon in there.
Oh, okay, that's good. All right, now there's another thing. There's so much about morals and morality. Like, and they said, can you project your morality on other people and be okay with it? Like if you sit there and you watch the news and you see somebody, this dude robbed this bank. Now, you wouldn't rob the bank. Jason wouldn't rob the bank because of your morality of against theft.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you don't know that dude's situation, but you could sit there and go, well, it's wrong to steal.
Robbing a bank is, no, that's never right. No matter.
But what if he has a child that has, let's say
I get
leukemia?
desperate times for desperate measures.
Yeah.
I understand the logic behind that, but you can't do that. It's a sad state of affairs. I get it, but you can't rob a bank.
Poor little Sally June has got leukemia, and her pretty blonde.
You're trying to use the ends justify the means argument, and you can't.
No?
That's a whole different moral dilemma.
Okay.
Do the ends justify the means?
Do they? Is it or
Honestly,
is
I can't
it
say no.
situational?
It's very situational.
Very situational.
Very situational because
Okay.
how is anyone getting hurt? Robbing a bank is one thing. How did they rob the bank? Did anyone get hurt in the process? What's the overall effect of that? Did it hurt? Did anyone get hurt? And I don't mean just physically. Did anyone get hurt by those actions?
Some scars are invisible.
I get that, but if you're talking just a company lost some money, I would.
Okay. You didn't rob a bank. You embezzled some funds from Chase Morgan.
Okay.
How is that? Does that end?
Again, does anyone get hurt by it? Does anyone lose their job? Does anyone, get reprimanded in any way, in any severe way? Or does the company fold because of it, or can they just absorb the loss?
Okay. If the giant faceless corporation can absorb the loss, mom and pop coffee shop can't.
Then that's where you're hurting someone.
Okay. So you're not for hurting anybody at all.
I don't want to hurt anybody.
But if you traveled back in time with a gun and one bullet and you found Mrs. Hitler and she had just given birth to baby Hitler,
No, can't do it.
can't do it?
No,
Why?
because I subscribe to the theory is you don't know somebody worse could come up from that.
Worse than Hitler?
Yes.
Who?
That's just it. I don't know, and I don't want to know. There's did you ever read the Stephen King book? Was it oh shit, it's all about the JFK assassination. It's just a date. It's the date. of the assassination.
No.
I can't remember the title, but basically this guy finds a portal. It's a time warp.
Yeah.
And he goes back to, I think it's 4 years before the JFK assassination.
Okay.
The guy who runs this diner found it in the back of his diner.
Okay.
And he discovered what it was.
Okay.
But he's getting too old to complete the mission. He determined that the JFK assassination was a watershed moment.
Okay.
And the world was as bad as it was. I can't remember what the modern day, like what the real world was, what the era was in the book. But
Vietnam era.
No, I don't think it was Vietnam. I think it was later. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. I didn't even, they made a TV show out of it too.
Yeah, okay.
James Franco involved. They shot it in Guelph.
Oh.
Yeah, because Guelph has a lot of neighborhoods that are still look the era of the 60s. So they shot it there.
Guelph.
Yeah, but so it determines that and I'm spoiling this book real quick, but they determined that the JFK assassination is a watershed moment.
Yep.
The world would be better if JFK wasn't murdered. Okay? Mm-hmm. So he has 4 years to plot and plan. Now, if something screws up, he can always go back through the portal, and if he goes back through again, it resets.
Ooh.
So
that doesn't sync with current thought about the multiverse.
Oh, this is its own theory.
Okay.
You got to take it for what it was. Okay. Yeah. So let's. I know I don't have the date right, but let's say every time he steps through, he comes through on September 25th, 1963.
Okay.
Okay. Just throwing a date out there. Yeah. Okay. So if he can live there for 4 years, living his life, doing whatever.
Yep.
If he steps back through the portal, he's back into the modern age, and he can see what changes he's made. He can see the effect of anything he changed. But if he goes back through the portal again, he's back to September 25th, 1963, like it never happened.
Okay.
Okay, so he can redo his mistakes. So he can try over and over again.
It's Groundhog Day.
Essentially.
Okay.
Now, here's the spoiler part.
JFK was assassinated November 22nd, 1963.
So 11/22/63. That's the title of the book.
Okay.
Okay, and the TV show.
Yep.
So here's the big spoiler. He does it. He stops the JFK assassination.
And we all win.
He comes back through.
Yep.
It's damn near post-apocalyptic. And I can't remember what happened, but it gets worse.
So it's like the any time travel story, especially like the guy goes back to shoot a dinosaur and he steps on a butterfly and he fucking irreparably damages time, that kind of thing.
Yes.
All right.
So that book that just rings true to me. I feel like that's a logical concept. Therefore, I could not go back and kill baby Hitler. Couldn't do it because I'd be more afraid of what could be worse. It's bad enough. I'd be worried that there could be something worse.
You would go back with the knowledge that you have of the atrocities that Hitler did, and you would assume that by killing him, it would be worse.
That's my thought, is that by stopping him, somebody else could take his place that could be worse. Maybe not necessarily take his place, but later, something worse could happen.
All right. Okay. That's interesting.
And so that's why I could never do it.
But
then again, Deadpool couldn't do it either. So
I'd shoot him.
You would?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Different mindsets.
Yep. All right. So I have a couple questions for you.
Uh-oh.
Now, here's a theoretical for you.
Okay.
In front of you,
okay,
theoretically, there is a box with a button on it.
Okay.
If you press the button, you have a 90% chance of doubling your current lifespan and a 10% chance of killing yourself instantly. Do you press the button?
Not right away. I'd have to get my affairs in order first, just in case.
No, you cannot.
I don't have time to prepare.
You do not have time to prepare. Somebody has a gun to Crystal's head.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, you're really adding to it.
Because I know you're going to try and weasel out of it, so I had to go right to the nuclear
I'm
option.
not trying to weasel out of it.
Okay.
I want to be prepared for my death.
Yes.
But if this is a sudden, spur-of-the-moment decision?
This is a spur-of-the-moment thing that you cannot get out of. You have to make a decision.
A spur-of-the-moment decision, I'm going to say no. I can't do it.
You can't
because I have really shitty luck. even at 90-10, I can't take that chance because I have that bad of luck.
You figured you would botch.
Probably. I guarantee you, if I could somehow see every single dice roll I've ever made in a role playing game, I have way more fails than I do successes.
Okay.
Guaranteed.
All right.
Guaranteed, because I roll shitty all the fucking time. I don't even win free plays when on the rare occasion I buy lottery tickets.
No.
I don't even get free plays, so no. Of all the places I've been where there's like a raffle or something, I might have won something once, maybe twice, and that's it. And I've been to quite a few, especially with tech savvy shit. No.
They always got something going on.
No, well, they have raffles a couple times a year.
50
plus
draws.
the Christmas party has huge prizes.
Yep.
Nope. Nothing.
Nothing. You're just unlucky,
I
Charlie Brown.
am. Therefore, I'm not pushing that button.
Nope. Walk away. Get this thing away from me.
Yep. I'm pushing my way from the table.
All right.
So,
I think I would. I think I would push it.
I guarantee you would. You're that type.
Yeah.
You're just, what the hell?
I think.
You could probably say, well, I had a good run.
Well, yeah. Okay. Okay. If that 10% happens, I'd be okay with it. To double my lifespan. I don't know how long I'm going to live.
Exactly.
So
you could have just added 2 days to your
exactly. So I will say I will double my age currently.
Okay.
So that would bring me just shy of 100 years old.
Okay.
I would have to believe medical science is advancing at such a rapid pace. If I get to that 100 years stage, we will be so far advanced medically, it would be like I'm 50 now.
A better quality of life.
A better quality of life.
Because I kind of say it as a joke, but it's not really a joke. I kind of feel like if I can't wipe my own ass, I don't see the point of living.
Yeah.
That just, to me, that's just such a degrading situation.
Yes.
And if it's permanent, particularly if it's permanent, then there's no point.
Yeah. Don't worry, buddy.
So,
I got that gun with one bullet. I'll take you out.
You don't have to use a gun. Just put a pillow over my head while I'm sleeping.
No, I got a gun.
Oh, okay, fine.
It's okay. I got you.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm saying I'll shoot you.
Fuck, it's getting dark.
But okay. I really think pushing that button, I look at how I'm doing health-wise currently. Now, I could have been doing things a lot different up until this point that would make my quality of life now much better. Mm-hmm. But I didn't. Now I am. And I look at the stuff that I'm doing right now to make my quality of life better down the road, and it's working. So this is the current technology that we have. I can only assume it's going to get better as we move down the road.
Yeah, when they finally open the doors to Area 51 and give us all that alien tech, we're gonna be fine.
Oh, human alien hybrids?
Yep.
Oh, sweet.
Yep.
Yes.
It's a little bit of alien DNA injected into you, and you poof, no more cancer, no more. Yeah.
Well,
see?
like I said, they're even talking about with even current like stem cell research and stuff like that. They're regrowing spinal column injuries, healing spinal.
I read a little bit about that stuff.
So
not long ago.
I read this and I go, maybe there is a little bit of future, and just have to if I can buy that time to see it. Okay, well, I'll wait and see.
That perfectly makes sense. I'm just not willing to take that gamble because of my track record.
You just gotta try sometimes.
But how? Okay, so you said you get to double your lifespan or double your age. How do you
double? It says double your lifespan.
Okay,
so we will go average. What is
70 something? I think the last time I read was like 70 something for the average white male.
Average male life expectancy 67 years.
Really? Wow. That's a little scary.
That's a little scary, but okay. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, life expectancy by gender: females 81, males 76.
Okay,
so we'll go 76.
Okay,
all right. So that would be 152 years old.
Right. If you double your
double your life expectancy.
Right. Now, that's the average.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the kicker. How pissed would you be if you push the button?
Yeah.
And let's say it gets you to, let's go with not the 156. Let's go to the 100 mark, like you said. Okay. Now, what if my current lifespan, my clock, is 100 years? You pushed the button. You took that chance. I didn't, and we're still side by side. We're still recording a podcast in our wheelchairs, in our hover wheelchairs, in the old folks' home on Mars. Watching reruns of AEW Dynamite.
I wouldn't feel bad.
No,
because I would always wonder if I didn't press the button, what the outcome would have been.
Right.
The
only way you know the outcome is when it finally comes.
I hate closed doors, dude. I gotta look behind what that door is. So it's the curiosity in me. Mm-hmm. Curiosity killed the cat.
Yes, it did.
Satisfaction brought him back.
I never heard that part.
Oh yeah,
is that the other half of it? Really?
Yep.
I never heard that before.
Yeah, because a lot of people just want to do that.
Yeah.
Curiosity killed the cat. Yeah, but there's not a whole lot of dead cats out there.
Well, no, because they have 9 lives.
Right, because satisfaction brought them back.
Right, okay. I've never heard that before. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm not making that up.
No, I don't doubt it.
No.
It sounds too perfect.
Oh, well, fit. Fuck you then. Why can't I think of that?
Oh, you could. Absolutely. I've seen your writings. I've heard your stories. Like,
listen to you backpedaling. No.
That's for getting my dad involved.
He's probably going, what the fuck was that all about?
Did my mom text me yet? Nope, she hasn't. I'm not grinding for the extra 2 weeks yet. Which is good, because if she grinds me for another 2 weeks on top, that means I might miss show.
Ooh. I would love to come, but my mom says I can't.
Yep. Sorry.
Yep. All right. I got 2 more questions.
Two more questions.
You want A or B?
A.
A? All right. What is something you are obsessed with?
Oh, God. How much time do we have?
Well, we got all the time in the
Obviously,
world.
I'm obsessed with like movies and TV shows, like pop, that kind of anything pop culture really that's all I ever read. I don't follow regular mainstream news, other than what's shoved in my face, but not by choice, right? Like, oh, what did Trump tweet today? Or because I heard it on the radio or saw it on a TV commercial or something, right? I don't actively pursue that stuff. I actively pursue pop culture news, entertainment news, all that stuff.
Okay.
That's my obsession.
That's your obsession.
And then you have your sub-obsessions below that, like Kevin, specifically, he is an obsession for me.
He is. I would not consider him a sub obsession. I think he is the obsession.
Sure.
And then everything else kind of...
Yeah, for an obsession, though, I will admit, I have slowed down on listening to a lot of his podcasts. And
they haven't released a whole lot lately.
No, but I haven't... Nope.
Nope.
But no, like Batman on Batman, I haven't listened to in a long time. And just, but that's mostly that comes from just not having the time to be able to keep up with it.
Yeah.
I really miss Plus One. I'll admit that. I loved him and Jen together.
That was a fun show.
I miss that one a lot. But I do love Babylon. Babylon will always be my favorite, my go-to. Jay and Silent Bob Get Old. It was starting to wear a little too repetitive, but I still love it and I'll still listen to it because him and Jay that's magic.
What about Smodcast with him and Mosier?
I kind of fell off on that too. More so, because it started to become not quite as bad as some others, but it became a little too plug based. So, here's somebody, they got this project out. Yeah. So I'm going to have them on. They may not be talking about the project a whole lot, but still it felt like it was a little bit too much of that.
I believe he fell into that because Mosier was away doing it.
That was a big part of it. He
had to figure out how to keep his show alive.
Right.
And he turned it into an interview show.
Yes.
So I think that's how he had to cope with that.
I'm not a big fan of that stuff anymore. Like, I will still once in a while, particularly with certain guests on. Like, I listened to Seth Green from a month ago or so, and that led because he was plugging a movie. Okay. And that movie was actually really good. It's called Changeland. That Seth Green, I think he wrote it and directed and starred in it.
Oh, all right.
I really enjoyed it. It was not what I expected at all.
Huh, okay.
So it's got Randy Orton in it.
Really?
Yes, Randy Orton in a small cameo.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And a really interesting role, too.
Cool.
There's this weird, mysterious millionaire that shows up. They're in Thailand. The whole movie's set in Thailand.
Okay.
And
but that is Randy Orton. He's not acting. He is a weird, mysterious millionaire.
I don't know too much about him, so
he's definitely.
Anyways, but it's a good movie, and that was from Smodcast. Okay. So I will still pop in once in a while, but it's mostly it's just not having the time.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I'm hopefully going to have a little more time.
More and more time.
So
get you into the warehouse.
Yep.
Warehouse is where it's at.
Getting close. Yep.
Yeah, cool.
So those for obsession wise. Those are my two main obsessions, probably.
Pop culture, and Kevin. Okay, that's good.
Wrestling for a point, but I wouldn't exactly call that obsession. I'm just a fan.
Yeah. All right. Question the second.
Okay.
If you were to open a business, what would the business be?
I've thought about this long and hard because this is on my when I win the lottery situation. I want to know. I want to open an entertainment complex.
Okay, but you just claimed that you don't do well when it comes to raffles and lotteries.
You're right.
So
you're right. I don't. But I have my contingencies. You got to have contingencies for when you win the lottery.
Okay.
So after I spend a year or two doing whatever the hell I want, traveling the world, all that stuff, I want to open an entertainment complex. So I know there's a virtual reality place opening in Chatham by next year.
Yes.
Okay. I want to have a complex that has that indoor paintball, all stuff for people to do.
Entertainment.
People complain that there's nothing to do in Chatham.
Well, they are partially correct.
That's why I've had this thought in my head for a long time. It would have a movie theater attached.
Yeah.
Get that black box theater we talked about.
Yeah.
I'd like to have that. I have a vision of a large building with multiple sections. We got this going on over here, this going on over here. Everything is interchangeable. That kind of thing. That's what I would like to do.
All right, that sounds cool. Cool. All right. So I think we're.
What would you open?
Whorehouse.
Last I heard, that was technically legal in Ontario, but that was a long time ago that I read that.
Okay, maybe not a whorehouse. There's some moral.
No, it was legal.
It was okay. Still, there's some moral hurdles I would have to leap to.
It's just entertainment. That's going to be the top floor of my entertainment complex.
No.
Special membership only.
Yeah. What business would I am I envision a place like Valley Axe
Okay.
to do like an entertainment. Again, it would be like an entertainment style place where I believe there's a place in London called Battle, and they have.
I think I've seen signs or something for that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got axe throwing. They have indoor archery tag, and
What's archery tag?
it's exactly what you sound. It sounds
You're
like
shooting each other with arrows?
with their big foam tipped arrows.
Oh, okay. So Nerf arrows.
Nerf arrow, but
Okay.
like they're real arrows. They're real bows, and you just basically it's dodgeball with arrows.
Okay.
And I think they have a rage room as well.
Oh, we talked about that recently.
Yes, we did. And
Rage room's got to be expensive. Like to maintain, I mean.
to maintain, probably you would have to have a really good working relationship with every thrift shop within like 50 kilometers of your place, because you can go into one place, clean them out, and then you just can't go back to that same spot week after week because that well will dry up in a big hurry. You got to cast the net wide kind of thing. So, but I see something like that, like the Valley Axe type, and then you hook it in with like a lounge or a microbrew or something like that.
Sure.
Something to that effect.
Sure.
So
Definitely in your wheelhouse for sure.
yeah, it's not feasible by any stretch of the imagination, but it's
Right now.
right now. It's just one of those things. Like, I don't think you could ever really make money off of it over an extended period of time. There's a window for that because the axe throwing trend is not going to continue.
No, but that's
I
where
think-
you have to have things to draw, things
Yeah.
to get people interested, change it up. I don't know. I don't have the what's, but
Yeah.
you need something that's gonna keep people coming back.
Well, that's that's the trick, trying to figure that stuff out. So
but that's marketing.
So that is we're about an hour and 6 in.
Wow.
So go plug your musical.
Little Shop of Horrors at the UCC Theater, also known as the Pines here in Chatham.
Yep.
It's October 31st, November 1st, and 2nd. Tickets are on sale now, I believe, at studioblack.ca. I don't think on cktickets.com, though.
Because it's not associated with one of the
Because it's not with the Capitol, so I don't think they go through there.
Okay.
But studioblack.ca has a link for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the show, and it's coming together. We're getting closer.
Excellent. And the CK International Film Festival, I did see the date finally. I think it was like October 26th.
Okay.
And what is it? I think it was
I just submitted
tickets. I'm trying to recall. I read the article, and Rob did an article for Chatham this week, or one of the Chatham papers.
Yeah, I know he did an interview recently.
Yeah, and he talked about tickets are like $5 a block. There's 6 blocks, but if you buy a day pass, it's $20 or something.
I know they were doing some sort of a deal like that. Yeah.
So
Because there's a few music videos that were submitted, plus you got the foreign films, short films, and features. So yeah, they're breaking it up a bit. I just actually submitted my list of best picks.
Oh, okay.
So
Very cool.
even though the submission date closes, I think today. I think it's either today or tomorrow.
The day we're recording this, or the day this?
Today the day we're recording.
Okay.
So it's either today the 29th or the September 30th.
Okay.
Is the submission's close date. So now it's but everybody on the committee was supposed to submit here's my best feature, here's my best short, actor, actress, all that stuff.
Yep.
So I submitted all that stuff today.
Cool. Excellent.
Yeah, some really good stuff in there.
I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, I got
A few things from local too that were surprisingly.
anybody can say local wise, like directors or
I until the lineup is revealed, I can't say. So
awesome.
But,
That's
but
good. We got local guys getting
one
involved.
particular a documentary that's local. That's wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Awesome. All right. Well, like I said, I got the GWN in Hamilton at the United Steelworkers complex.
You get tripped over that, I think, every time. It's a mouthful.
It's a mouthful. Yeah. November 2nd, Saturday, bell time, 7:30. Get your tickets. Go to the Facebook.
I'll be on stage. Otherwise, I'd be there, dude.
Yeah, I know. It's just one of those things. We're playing it by ear as
Just
to
get
what
in there
goes on
and beat
with
the
it.
hell out of somebody.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what that's not a surprise of what that was going to have to be. So the Monday, they said after this goes up Monday, I have just had an ultrasound on my neck, so part of the health issue is on my neck, and it is moving towards getting cut out.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
The Quado?
The Quado is gonna get exercised.
You've been working on that for a while.
Yes. So I'm really looking forward to that. Like I said, the doctors that I'm working with right now are moving stuff forward, and
Long time coming.
very long time coming. And I said I'm just happy that stuff is actually getting done for a change.
Yeah.
So
I haven't been through any situation like that, but I've had family members where they just run around and lengthy wait periods and all that kind of stuff. And it can be frustrating, especially if you're dealing with any sort of pain or discomfort in any way.
Yep.
So,
Well,
I get it.
Yep. But the no, it was weird. I had to play phone tag with a few different doctors because my doctor set up referrals to places.
Okay.
And he forgot to tell me that I was going to these supposed to be going to these doctors.
Right.
And I'm getting odd phone calls from strange receptionists, and they said your appointment is this day, and I'm going like, for what?
Back when I worked at Home Depot, when I was doing the deliveries, our delivery driver, Jim, he was the driver for our store for a long time, like before I came in. He's an older guy. Well, he had some health issues and whatnot. And then he shows up one Monday morning and he says, so I'm not driving anymore.
Not driving anymore?
He said, I can't drive. I'm not driving today. I've already let the company know, and so they're going to get you another driver, but I can't drive. I'm like, what happened? He goes, well, I went to my doctor and he ran some tests. I hadn't heard from him to get the test results yet, but I got a letter from the Ministry of Transportation saying that my license has been revoked because I am not healthy enough due to a heart condition that I haven't even been told I have yet.
Oh, shit.
The doctor got the test results, notified the Ministry of Transportation, but didn't tell the patient.
That's
so a guy who's been a truck driver for, he was older. He'd been a truck driver for a long time. All of a sudden had his livelihood taken away.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Wow.
And the doctor didn't even tell him. Told the ministry first. What the hell?
That's nuts. No, my guy that I'm going to right now, he's probably the best doctor that I've had, and so far, like I said, we're working well together.
That's a good feeling when you finally have someone who knows what they're doing, right?
Yeah.
And not just in the medical profession, just in general. When you're working, trying to get something sorted out, whatever, for the longest time, and no one seems to be able to fix it or do things right, and then you get the right person. That's kind of how I've been at work.
Well, yeah. See,
on the phone.
Okay, there is something to be said for professionalism, and said being able to adapt and compromise and listen and work with the people that you're working with. There's been many a doctor that I've talked to. It's just like I'm getting more out of talking to that water bottle, and it's just like you're not helping me, and you have an agenda, and you're not listening to your patient. And
that's key. That's the key thing at my job is you have to listen to the customer. Yeah. Ask certain questions, let them explain what's going on. Yeah. Guaranteed you're going to be able to find the answer if you hear them.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of agents that don't do that.
Yeah. I get that they're the ones that went to medical school. They're the ones that have the training. They know what they're doing. As the patient, I look at certain things, like some of the aspects of the things that I go, I liken it to having a broken leg. Okay, you put the cast on the leg to heal, but you also give the dude a pair of crutches to help. Mm-hmm. Like, the cast is doing the healing, but you also need the crutches to support. Yes. Yeah. So that was some of my argument about some of the aspects of my health that I was talking with my doctor with, and I had to stick to my guns to make one thing happen, and it did. And it's just one of those, I have to this is a thing. He goes, but if you do this, I go, I am doing that, but while I'm doing that, this will help. So he's just like, but if you do this, I said, I know I'm doing this, but I'm not here yet. Mm-hmm. So while I'm doing this, the thing that I'm trying to get will help move from here to here. Mm-hmm. So he's just like, all right, I think I just beat him down.
Sometimes you just got to do that.
Sometimes you just got to beat him down. But yeah, I think, as
long as steps are being moving in the right direction.
Yeah, that's key. It is. And I said there's more that I should be doing, like working out wise, diet wise, but that's just me being lazy. And
amen, brother.
I know. It's just, I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just not doing enough of it when I'm supposed to be doing it. So
I hear you.
What are you going to do, huh? We're going to end the podcast.
That's I think we should. Yeah, since you tried to end it, 15 minutes ago?
About that, yeah. So, what do you think?
Good show.
Good show.
Yes.
All right. So, for
I like this thought-provoking side of you.
You like that?
Yes, I do.
All right. Okay. We'll keep this up then.
All right.
Yeah. No more pop culture shit.
No, we'll sprinkle that in a little bit. We can't do that. Don't take away my obsession, damn it.
I'm not taking it away. I'm just suppressing it.
No, you're taking it away.
Okay, I'm taking it away. Damn it. All right. So for another week from Dispatches from Shedquarters, I'm Mike.
I'm Jason.
We will talk with you next week.
Bye-bye.